the sale data in this video. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and don't forget to hit that like button. Horizon Zero Dawn is the best-selling new first-party IP launch on the PS4, selling more than 2.6 million units in 2 weeks on the market. This, of course, with it being one day less in Europe. This is really huge, being Guerrilla Games' biggest debut ever. For reference, Killzone Shadowfall, the latest Killzone game and a launch game on the PS4, sold 2.1 million units after 2 months on the market in the US and 1.5 months on the market in Europe. Of course, this was with a way smaller install base, but on the other hand, it's a launch game and they tend to sell pretty well because people want to buy a new shiny game with their console. And of course, it looked really well graphically. It was also bundled with the PS4 in a separate, more expensive bundle with a camera and another controller, so that probably also helped. But Horizon Zero Dawn achieving more than this in 2 weeks is really amazing. Will it hit the 6 million units in 2017 and the 8 million units lifetime that analyst firm SuperData predicted though? That is pretty hard. New games mostly tend to sell really well in the first week on the market and then they kinda die off. But I think on the other hand though that Horizon still has a bright future ahead with potential price drops, being bundled during Black Friday, the crazy shopping day of course in the US, with a PS4 for $200, Horizon, that will be huge. It also really helped Uncharted 4 sell way more than it did during the launch period. I think it will help Horizon Zero Dawn lifetime sales as well. 6 million seems hard, but it could be possible. What we know is that the game cost more than 45 million euros, so about the $47 million to make, and that's without marketing as far as I understand, and this according to the biggest Dutch news website NOS. So let's do a quick math here. This is going to be pretty rough, but yeah, it will give you an idea that if Sony got, let's say, $45 per game they sold, and of course the full $60 on the PlayStation Network, because then they don't have to like pay something to the retailers, the shipping, stuff like that. No, on the PSN it's like only profit. Then they needed to sell around the 1 million copies to get the development cost out of it. So that's if they only got $45 million or $45 per game. Then we also got the marketing cost, but I don't think that that's like higher than the development cost. What I'm trying to say here is that the game is probably already profitable for them. They're already making a ton of money on it and it will only go up from now. Not weird that they are making a story expansion and are probably working on even more stuff. Like I said in the beginning of the video, it's the best selling new first party IP launch on the PS4. So better than, well, Until Dawn and Bloodborne. Although they are not first party IP, so I don't know if they compare them to them. But still, Horizon sold way better. But let's compare it to Uncharted 4. That's of course a first party IP. It's not a new IP, but a first party studio made it, Naughty Dog. So that game sold 2.7 million units in the first week. So it's pretty impressive that Horizon got around that number of sales with 1 week extra on the market. Because Uncharted is of course a huge franchise. A lot of people know that. And it was also like the first real big exclusive on the PS4 that a ton of people wanted to have. So Horizon being near that is super impressive. Uncharted 4 sold 8.7 million units in 2016, releasing in May of 2016. So 6 million units for Horizon will be possible, I think. Of course, that game also released in March, like at the end of February in the US, March 1st in Europe. So it could be that the 6 million compared to Uncharted 4 is totally possible. Bloodborne sold 1 million copies in 3 weeks on the market and 2 million in September 2015, so that's a little less than 6 months after the release. So yes, Horizon is way more popular. I think that this is just the beginning. Like I said, the game is still full priced, so there could be some price drops to lure in more people. Then there will be the holidays with insane bundles, people jumping on the PS4 bandwagon, getting this game as well in their very cheap bundle. So yeah, I can see this really taking off in the future as well. Congratulations Guerrilla Games on this truly amazing achievement, and I can't wait to play the new expansion that they also announced. I made a video about that on